Hello everyone and welcome back to another EV Geek Studio review. As always, he is Sebastian, I am Joel, and this is a 2023 Tesla Model S Plaid, courtesy of Evolve Auto. So Sebastian, first thing that stands out to me is this really nice red color.
Oh yeah, Ultra Red is a great color.
Ultra Red is awesome, yes.
And it's definitely a good color for this car.
Gotcha. So we have reviewed Model S before, not the Plaid. So tell us a little bit about this.
Yeah, so Plaid is the monster version of Model S. There's also Model X Plaid. So this is a tri-motor car, 1,020 horsepower. 0 to 60 is 1.9 seconds.
I can neither confirm or deny that we tried that.
So just a monster of a car. This is Tesla's muscle car. Yep. I mean, really. Although that said, I want to say they're not terrible, like even in corners either, because muscle car, you know, is a lot of times is associated with straight line speed, which 0 to 60, 1.9 seconds. That is straight line speed.
That's straight line.
But this seems to be a slightly more roundabout or all-around package. That said, Tesla does acknowledge that you could make it better. Tesla will sell you the track pack, whatever. I can't remember what they call it. It's like, I think it might just be called the track package. That is another like 20 grand on top of the car's cost. It comes with different wheels, different brakes, things like that. Yep. And that's after you buy the car purchase, you can take it to a service center, have it installed. But yeah, this is really just a Model S, but stupid quick. I'm already excited. This one has a wheel, not the yoke.
Yep.
It's got big sticky tires. We'll take a look around the outside. Really on the outside, there's not that much to differentiate that it's a Plaid. There's a few things here and there.
Surprisingly, with a car that goes this fast, almost 350 miles of range too.
Surprisingly, yeah. But yeah, this is technically not the newest version anymore. They did just do a Model S, Model X refresh, and they tweaked a little bit on the Plaid for the 2025, 2026 refresh. But this is pretty close to what the current car is.
Yep. As always, we'll do a quick outside tour, inside tour. We'll look at the software, which we know is going to be awesome. Sebastian's going to get behind the wheel and drive it, and we'll give you our final thoughts back at Evolve Auto. So, see you in a bit. All right, Sebastian, give us a quick little tour of this Tesla Model S Plaid.
Yeah, so this red is a very good color. It's like $2,000, but it's a good color. So looking at front, there's a couple small things that you can see to tell you it's a Plaid. So you notice you have the slightly more aggressive lower fascia here on the front of the otherwise very typical Model S design, where you have this flat face, teeny tiny little grill area. Coming around the side, you can tell it's also a Plaid a little bit. This does stick out just a little bit further, and that's to cover these 21-inch wheels that are on this version. There is the track package has different wheels, different tires. These are Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's though. They're sticky tires. Not going to get a lot of life out of them, especially if you drive it like a Plaid, but that's what it comes on. Come around, Model S does have the auto present door handles. When you kind of push in on them, you can see they pop out, and they will retract back into the car after a little while. Come around back driver's side, you have your charge port door. Power, press in on it. There it is, native NACS. Of course, this is a Tesla.
Yep.
Around 200-ish, 250-ish kilowatt peak DC fast charge rate. Same charging curve Teslas have always had, and it seems like they always will.
Yep. Tesla doesn't seem too concerned about changing the charging curve in their vehicles.
They will at some point, but not today. Around back, this is where you start seeing your other indicators. This is a Plaid. You have this carbon fiber lip here. You can see on Model S, you now get Tesla spelled out and the Plaid badge.
That's how you know it's a Plaid,
That's
baby.
how you know, I mean, or someone stuck one on their car.
Or someone bought one aftermarket and put one on. Yes, we've seen that happen.
This is a hatchback with power liftgate and good sized trunk in Model S. Yes. I always forget when we get into one of these. Good sized trunk. We'll take a peek in there. Deep underfloor storage area. This moved. Does this also come up? No. And you've got a little pocket there on the side too. You can also drop the second row seats from there, which is nice. Do that with that little, well, it unlatches them. I guess you still have to push them forward. Anyway, we'll go ahead and power close that. And I'll let you hop in the back seat.
Yay, all right, lucky. Kind of show you how much room you got back here. I am 6 feet, and Sebastian has this seat the whole way back, of course. But
I didn't move it. That's just where it was.
It's tight. I got to go
here
to
if you want to hand me the...
I got to go to 0.5 for a minute here. So as you see, you do get a rear screen back here. You do get 2 USB-C charging outlets back there. But yeah, the rear screen is on. It's just in low. There you go.
Hand me gimpy for a sec.
Hand it for you.
So again, the seat's pretty far back. You can see Joel's knees are up against it. That said, you could move that seat forward and it'd be fine. And let's see, if you'll lean back kind of like you were normally sitting, just trying to see headroom. Hey, look, there he goes. So yeah, that's probably a good spot right there. And that helps a lot. And headroom is...
I'm not touching nothing.
You're not touching, so that's all that matters there.
I will tell you here, the back seats hug you.
Yeah.
Sitting back here.
Yeah, and the angle seems like it's pretty intense.
Yes.
Coming around on the door, you can see you do have an electronic door release. As well as your single window stitch. This like fabric material here of the leather up top, some carbon fiber accenting. Otherwise, pretty bog standard for a Tesla.
Drop my mic, Sebastian.
Uh-oh. All right, I'll hand this back to you.
Alrighty.
One last thing we have to look at on Model S. Tesla knows how to do a front trunk. We will pop that bad boy. Boop. Let's go take a peek. Oh yeah, other red calipers. Forgot about that.
Look at that.
Look at that. Good sized front trunk area. This is an aftermarket mat. That's not what they usually look like. It is a carpeted mat usually.
Yep. But a nice aftermarket mat.
Yep. Nice aftermarket mat. No drain or anything in the front trunk, but it is what it is.
You ready to hop inside?
Let's hop inside.
Alrighty. All right, we are now toasty warm inside this Tesla Model S Plaid. All right, Sebastian, give us a quick tour. I mean, these Teslas are pretty much the same on the inside.
Yeah, so this is Model S. Model S still has a dual screen layout, which I personally prefer. I like being able to look straight in front of me for my speed and things like that. In typical Tesla fashion, giant glass roof. Come down below the screen, you have 2 wireless phone chargers. Love to see it. This is also where your backup emergency shifter is, because the shifter is now on the screen. But if you don't use that, you can tap down here. There you go. And activate. Now you see park reverse, neutral drive, all that jazz. This is a carbon fiber piece on the Plaid. I do not believe it's carbon fiber on the other versions. I think the other versions still use a wooden trim. This is carbon fiber. Slide it forward. You can see you've got a cup holder here. You also have a little storage pocket, and this storage pocket can actually get pushed out of the way. And you can push the cup holders back, and you have a deep pocket all the way down to the floor. These are spring loaded, so they do go back in place semi nicely. And pop that there, and you can see it'll close halfway. Do it again, close all the way. Good size center console. Decently deep. Not a whole lot else in here, but go ahead and pop that closed. And yeah, I mean, otherwise the cabin's exactly what you think it would be. Seats are a little tighter, although these aren't the new Plaid's performance seats. You can see you get carbon fiber on the dash as well. Looking at your screen setup, so this is a very typical Tesla setup. You got your big wide screen. Right now it's kind of on the map view. You can see this has the newer FSD software because it wants you to just tap to start. And like if I hit it, it's just gonna go. And I don't have anything put in the GPS, so who knows where it's going.
Yes.
Stop. Yeah, I don't know where it was going to take us.
It was just going to drive for fun.
Anyway, I wasn't expecting that.
Yep. There we go.
There we go. So this is kind of our key up home screen. And if I come up in here, you can come over here. You have your typical controls. So you can open the front trunk. You can open the trunk, charge port door, lock and unlock the car. And then your typical mirrors, suspension, things like that. I do think it's interesting how Model S, Model X, you can actually tilt the screen. So if you want it to be a little bit more driver focused, you can do that. Or if you want it to be more passenger focused, if you give it a second, it will tilt towards you. That said, it being tilted towards you doesn't seem like, I mean, obviously I'm not going to hit it, but it's pretty close.
Yep.
Okay.
Just keep it there. It's easier actually for me to film.
Okay. And so, yeah, and so otherwise, what else makes this a Plaid? So if you come into your pedals and steering, you get all your drive modes. You can see Plaid, so that is the most intense acceleration profile, except there's also drag strip mode, which when you hit that, you'll actually see it pop up over here. Now the screen's in your way. Drag strip, conditioning for peak performance, 20 minutes remaining. So what that's doing is it's going to heat up the battery pack, heat up your motors, everything to get them at that optimal temperature to just launch. And if you hit how to launch, it actually will give you a quick little instructions. Basically, firmly hold the brake pedal, press and hold the accelerator while you're holding the brake pedal. It'll say, we wait for it to say ready to launch. What it does basically is, since it has air suspension, it raises the rear end up so that it's nose down. like a cheetah. That's what it says. Has lowered in cheetah stance. And then you release the brake pedal and you pee your pants.
Yes.
Essentially is how this goes.
Yes. you prayed whatever God you believe in. So yes.
So I'll take it back out of dragster mode for a moment.
Yes.
You also have your steering weight here. You also have track mode. So that's for if you want to do more of an straight line acceleration. And then you hit customize, you can actually set up presets. So it has these two that are from Tesla. So handling 50-50, normal stability, whatever. You have your drift, which puts it more rear motor focused and then turns off your stability control completely. You can also see someone has set up a front wheel drive profile. So front wheel only and no traction control. I'm really curious to know what they were doing with that.
So you have the option to add profiles to do this too.
Well, that's so like cool. I can hit one if I want to call it Joel.
Yep.
And I say Joel wants to be mostly front wheel drive for whatever reason. And you need all the nannies.
I do.
There you go. And you want no regen. You want to only use the hard physical brakes.
Gotcha.
You could do that. And you can see it also will tell you, so you can have it in the presets. Once you're done driving, do you want it to keep cooling the powertrain when you get out of the car? Do you want to see the brake temperatures on screen? And do you want to save to the built-in thumb drive as you do laps?
That's cool. And
so like if we go into track mode, you'll see it's going to warn us. And now you can see over here, I've got speed huge in the middle. And it's showing me front brake temperature, tire pressures, current lap. It's changing climate control. You can hear it's running to start warming battery up and things like that. And I believe over here now, if I come back, yeah, you can see I get it on this screen as well. You can see right now it says top speed is 174.
Shoo.
Yeah, buddy. And you can see your motor temp. So you can see the orange line is kind of, I think, where it's targeting.
Gotcha.
And you have your G's.
And the reason it's taking us so long is because it's only 40-some degrees outside.
Yeah, it's cool outside. Yep. You can see we're in Joel's profile, but if I come up here, I'll change it back to race. Now it says race. Anyway, super neat. I don't actually need to be in track mode. This is where you can set up your finish line. So like if you know if you're doing a lap, you can set where the beginning and end is. That's so it can automatically do the lap times.
Interesting.
Let me get it out of track mode.
There you go.
And I can hear it's going to all start cooling back down and ramping down. You also have your auto shift. So right now it's turned off, but auto shift essentially if it was on and I hit yes, like right now if I hit the brake, it puts it in drive.
It knows kind of
It kind of looks around you and assumes which direction you're going to want to go.
Okay.
You can also slide
it.
You do get your 360 camera. Well, actually, it's not a true 360. There is no front cam. I believe they added that in the refresh, but this one doesn't have it. Swipe forward to go to drive. We'll go back home. And really not a whole lot else on here I really want to dig into too much. This is typical Tesla stuff, so you can come in here to software. You can see Model S Plaid. This one has 49,000 miles. This one has FSD included on it. Has premium connectivity in it for a whole another year.
Wow. Someone paid for a year in advance and got rid of it.
And then sold it. And it has a software update available, which I do appreciate. You can hit release notes. And since it has premium connectivity, it will actually come up and load and show you all the new stuff in this version. Cool. Swipe that away. One other thing we'll do, Tesla does route planning the best in my opinion. So like if we want to go to, there you go, Dallas. Supercharger in Dallas, Texas. There you go. It wants 2 stops, 16 minutes in New Boston, 6 minutes in Greenville to get to this supercharger at 10%. Nice. And in theory, I could hit start self-driving and it would just start taking us there.
Yep.
I'll hit trip. Let's see, anything else? You do get air suspension, as I mentioned, so you can see, I love how Tesla gives you a little graph, and so as you're driving, that would actually show the data. So if I want to lower the car down, we'll do that, and it's pretty quick and responsive to do it as well, which is nice to see. It's already down. If I want to go very high or high, and get off the brake so it doesn't make any funny noises. My bad.
Yep, I can see it lifting out there.
And you can see there's showing you've done, and it's done.
Done, yep.
So, I mean, pretty nice. I'll put it back down in medium height. And you also have your adaptive settings, so you can do, if you want to focus on ride comfort or handling, I like that you get a custom mode as well as being able to just use the presets. And you can set it to automatically use comfort damping in autopilot, which makes sense. Otherwise, let's make sure this is all on. So it's been self-driving. It says 1,200 miles. Someone was really using it.
Yep.
Because it's only had 1,500 miles since it got to that version. You get your speed profile. So this is the new stuff that you see sloth all the way down to Mad Max, which Mad Max will do like 20 over the speed limit for fun. You got your actually smart summon settings, speed limit relative. Anyway, all that looks fairly normal. Lane departure, we'll do assist. Oh yeah, I forget you get heated seats in the rear. You get ventilated seats on Model S? I don't remember. Yes.
There you go.
Nice. I actually wouldn't have that on. I actually think I like that. But yeah, not a whole lot else on the screen I want to talk about. Really, the only other thing would be, if you want to take a quick glance at the steering wheel. So this is the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Great, not the yoke. However, it is still moving to the no button thing. So for example, that's not the horn.
The horn is?
It moves. The horn is there.
Right there, yep. No stalks?
No stalks still. So again, you shift here, which I'm actually going to move the screen back to center. And then you have your turn signals. So when I go into the left signal, see it pops up on the screen. Right signal pops up on the screen. Love to see it. And you can see it's already doing some of the FSD visualizations there. So that's why it shows this looks like cloudy and opaque. But anyway, I'll go back into park. You also see you have, so autopilot or FSD would enable with double tapping this while you're in drive. You have your windshield washers and you have your voice assistant button.
There you go.
Not a whole lot else. Let's make sure I'm covering. This does have Grok now if you feel the need to use that. You have your built-in music services, which is nice. I love to see it. And yeah, otherwise, it's the Tesla software. It's the Tesla software stack. It hasn't changed very recently or changed that much. It's still probably the best in the industry.
That's right. All right, we're going to get out of this parking lot and get on the road and give you a driving review, so stay tuned. All right, Sebastian's behind the wheel. We're driving, taking our normal route here. We review cars for Evolve Auto. So Sebastian, how does this driving compare to a non-Plaid version that you've driven?
So the suspensions definitely feels a little stiffer. Mm-hmm. I just want to see real quick if I'm in here. So we're in medium setting. I'll put it in comfort just to see if that has any impact on it. I can definitely tell, though, it does seem a little stiffer, which makes sense because, again, this is supposed to be more of the performance-oriented whatever. That said, it's fine. Mm-hmm. I can mainly just hear it, really. Yep. Is kind of my run-to. It's fast. It is very quick. We did not launch it.
We technically didn't launch it.
But from 30 miles an hour, if you put your foot down, it will still slam you back and give you there very fast.
Give you strange feelings in your tummy. So it will.
It's an awful way to put that.
Thank you, strange feelings in your tummy, yes.
Anyway, otherwise, though, it drives like a Model S.
Yep.
You know, and outside of a few little visual things on the outside, you can't really look at one of it. Would a normal person wouldn't know this is a Plaid outside of the fact that it has some badging and things like that.
The calipers,
You know, if you were not a Tesla person or an EV person, you saw this, it's just a Model S.
Yep.
Which that's not to say, I mean, all the Model S's are quick.
Yes.
But this is definitely in its own league. We're going to get on the highway and kind of see how it feels on the highway. I'll get in some FSD action. Because
it does have FSD.
Because it does have FSD.
Now, we have experienced FSD version 14. It's been amazing what we've experienced so far.
This is version 14. This will be our first time in a Model S with the new version. But, I mean, it should behave very similar. This is a hardware 4 car, all that jazz.
Yes. So, interesting enough, I was talking to Colin yesterday about this when I was helping him out at Evolve on Saturday. High demand for used hardware 4 cars now. So the demand before was with the tax credit, later model used Teslas that qualify for the tax credit. He said that's kind of shifted now to more of a demand with cars that have hardware 4.
Interesting.
Yes.
So yeah, okay, we're out here. Definitely louder than I remember Model S being. Makes sense because it's on the sticky Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's. It's on sticky tires, no tread type situation. So it makes sense why it's louder, but it is definitely louder in here than you would expect a Model S to be. I am in FSD right now. We're in just standard profile. There's surprisingly not that much traffic right now, but it's doing fine. It's in standard profile. It seems to be locking us pretty close to speed limit. Actually, we're going a little under the speed limit right now. A little surprising there. And if I do this just for giggles, oh, my Mad Max is gone. But if I put it in hurry, let's see if it accelerates any.
Not really.
Not really. Interesting. Put it back in standard. Please pay attention to the road. My bad. So it is using the interior camera, which is mounted above the mirror for some driver monitoring situation. That said, since it's using camera now, you do not have to jiggle the wheel or anything like that. And now that we're past that exit, I'm just going to go ahead and set this to Evolve Auto. And it should take the exit for us, loop around, merge back on, and get us there. We'll see.
That's one thing Tesla FSD is just amazing. Love or hate Tesla, love or hate the company, it's full self-driving.
It's not perfect.
It's not perfect, but it's amazing.
It will do weird things sometimes, but it is definitely the best ADAS system
Yes.
right now.
Yes. I don't know if anything else really comes close. Right
Not
now.
yet.
Yeah.
It's loud.
Yeah.
It is loud in here.
Yes,
for
it is.
certain. But this is the performance car.
Yep.
If you want something that's going to be quiet and more road trippable, then you wouldn't buy this one. Okay, it is now doing 5 over in standard, so it seems like it was just kind of it. I mean, it's 4 over even. It's not even 5 over. So that's still acceptable. That's still acceptable to me. We should be about to take this exit up here. All FSD. I'm not touching the wheel. It's going to, at the destination, it says it will park in the parking lot.
Yep.
Cool. We'll see how that works. But yeah, other than that, these seats are a little, I need to know if these are different seats than you get in regular Model S.
Yeah.
Does he have a regular Model S right now?
The black one I drove.
Okay, I need to see if those are different. I don't remember if they, I don't know if these are actually hugging me. They're not super comfortable to me. And I don't remember having an issue of comfort in Model S before.
Yep.
So
I am kind of sitting really upright too, so.
Yeah, which that's not even my issue. I just kind of feel like my leg space is wrong.
Feels like the one with the seat should be a little longer.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah.
And maybe that's a universal experience of Model S Plaid. I don't know.
So it is taking the exit.
It is taking the exit. It should start slowing down at a reasonable clip. This is a 4-way stop up here, so we'll see how it handles that, and I will be paying attention in case it tries to either cut someone off or someone tries to cut it off in the queue.
Because it is supervised.
It is supervised FSD, so I do have to pay attention.
Yep.
We're coming to a stop. There's a truck. It's going to wait.
It's not a terribly busy 4-way stop, so.
Ooh, it's hesitating a little bit. Ooh, it's hesitating again.
There we go.
Oh.
It's very cautious on
that was a very cautious at a 4-way stop.
Considering for about 15 seconds there wasn't really any cars.
Yeah, and it just kind of was interesting. I don't know if I've ever really experienced FSD do that before. But now we're at another all-way stop. We're coming to a stop.
No cars really coming, so we should be good to go. Yep. That was a lot better.
Yeah, it took that one a lot more confidently. And we're going to merge up. We're going to see how it gets up to highway speed. But yeah, really the point of this video wasn't FSD, so we don't have to record this whole drive. But really, only thing that I'm really noticing as a negative driving
is the sound.
It's loud and the suspension's a little more harsh.
Yep.
I expected the suspension. I expected it to be a little louder. I didn't know that I expected it to be that much louder. And so yeah, we'll wrap this here. We can get back to Evolve Auto. We can kind of do our final thoughts and see you there.
And go bug calling for a bit. See you in a bit. All right, we are back at Evolve Auto. Huge shout out to Colin and the team over here, as always, for letting us take a Plaid out for a while. Because a lot of people won't let you take a Plaid out for a while.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so. All right, final thoughts, Sebastian.
Yeah, so, I mean, this is a Model S. So it keeps a lot of the good things about Model S. That said, it's a Plaid. It's stupid fast.
Stupid fast.
That's why you buy a Plaid.
Yes.
You only buy the Plaid because it's stupid fast.
It
doesn't do anything else that a Model S doesn't. Like, there's literally nothing else that I can think of that a regular Model S does worse than this car, other than just it's slower. And honestly, there's some stuff that I think the Plaid does worse than a normal Model S. You know, the suspension rides rougher, which is expected on a sports car. It's louder in here because it's on the big sticky tires. Again, sports car makes sense, but still something you have to consider. And you get the range hit, although not that bad. It's only it's rated, what, 350 something?
348, I think.
Yeah. So, I mean, range hit's honestly not that bad for this to be the sports car on the big sticky tires and all that. But it's still a range hit versus normal Model S, which is in the 400s.
Yeah.
You only buy the Plaid if you want the Plaid.
If you want
to have a car that is stupid fast in a straight line. And that's the market for this car. I mean, this market isn't you're not necessarily marketing this as a car that you would take on road trips or your first family car or whatever else. This is the sports car. You know, most people don't buy Chevy Camaros as family cars or primary vehicles. Right. You buy something more sensible for that, and then the Camaro is your fun car. This is your fun car.
Yep. So yeah, for me, just little things I like. I like how I like how the screen tilts. You know, I like it, especially if I was by myself, I'd probably have the screen tilted. But with other people in the car, you know, it's pretty cool. You did mention, and we talked about this off camera, it was very loud. Not very loud, but it was a lot louder than what we're used to with Teslas coming back to Evolve Auto. A lot of road noise and things like that, a lot of wind noise and things like that. But yeah, I totally agree with you. You're buying this car for the straight line speed.
Yeah.
You're not buying it like you said to haul your family to and from, you know, the in-laws.
You're buying this because it's fun to put someone in the passenger seat and floor it and see if they pee themselves.
Yep. So, yeah. All right, we're going to wrap it up for now. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and tap that notification icon so you will know when new content drops. We basically have content coming out almost every day. So check daily back to the EV Geek Studio on YouTube here. And like I said, content daily. And we will see you again on another EV Geek Studio review. So long, everyone.